Nessa girl, I'm getting ready to ruffle a whole lot of feathers. So those of you who are easily offended, prepare to be offended. There are two things that are going to keep black people back as a whole. And that is the way we hold on to tradition and religion. Like, I can't speak for other cultures, but I know with black people, we hold on and govern everything we do in our lives based on religion and tradition without any type of introspective thought, critical thinking, or reevaluation of what it is we are holding on to. I'm frustrated in this moment right now because I'm just seeing all the internet backlash that Dwyane Wade and Gabrielle Union are catching for taking their 11-year-old child to the Pride Parade, the Gay Pride Parade in Miami, and the comments and the ignorance that some of you are out there spewing is just ridiculous. So first and foremost, the reason why I decided to approach this from the tradition and the religion perspective is the fact that half of the viewpoints that most of y'all have out there, half of your opinions ain't even yours. They're not even yours. It's a bunch of shit that was handed down to you from your grandparents or from your mama, because your mama told you being gay is wrong and she took you to a church that reinforced that gay is wrong. Now you believe gay is being wrong without any kind of reevaluation of what the hell was going on or independent thought of your own. And we do so much in our community based on that logic or lack of logic. But here is what gets me, right? The most disturbing comments that I saw pertain to the fact that, you know, how he know at 11-year-old he gay, and why they supporting that, why they pushing him towards that. Let me tell you how he knows at 11 years old that he's gay. The same way your child knows at 11 years old that he's straight. You know what I'm saying? Then I saw some people, you know, it's too soon to be exposing him to sexuality. Yeah, sexuality, just throwing the word around. Newsflash, you do understand heterosexuality is sexuality as well. See, the issue is, y'all don't have an issue with sexuality just as long as it's the one that you prefer or the one that you were taught is correct. Because heterosexuality, bisexuality, homosexuality, they're all sexualities. You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing. There is nothing wrong with them taking him to a pride situation to fortify and reinforce who he is as a person on this planet at his age. When your heterosexual children are 11 years old, y'all ass take them to boy band concerts and let them, from telling my age now, let them fall out all over NSYNC and Backstreet Boys and New Kids on the Block, and you think it's cute, right? You think it's cute. And again, because it's the sexuality that you prefer and the one that you identify with and the one that you were told is correct, you have no problem with it. But the moment they take the same child, apply the same principles, fortify him in the same way that you fortify and reaffirm your child's sexuality, just in the direction of his sexuality, then all of a sudden it's a problem and everybody's going to have a fucking conniption. So this is going to get personal for me. And this is why this is going to get personal for me. There are a lot of milestones in life that I did not get to be a part of because, you know, gay wasn't accepted and I didn't grow up in an environment that was welcoming or fortified who I am as a person, or even thought that I was human and worthy of respect. Many of you can look back and remember going to the prom. Your prom date. Guess what? I didn't have one. Many of you have high school sweethearts. Guess what? Georgie. Guess what? I didn't have one. Many of you can remember kissing behind the school or holding hands or trading Letterman jackets with your boyfriend or your girlfriend. Guess what? Those are all experiences I did not have. They were not available to me. And when you look back at your older lives, those of you who are in your 30s, 40s, and 50s, you look back at those special moments and you smile. You remember your prom. Yeah, my prom, I got dressed and went and met my friends at the fucking thing and stood in the corner. Because I could not be gay. I could not express who I was. It was not the end thing. I would have got beat up, stoned, talked about, ridiculed, and everything else. So I smile at the fact that we now live in a place where kids like Zion do not have to forego the same experiences that other preteens and teens have because of ignorance. You know what I'm saying? My mother, again, grew up in an environment, religious. Her mother told her it was wrong. She told me it was wrong. I grew up depressed, not liking myself because I'm not understanding why I was born this way, why I'm wrong, why I'm cursed, and all this other bullshit that was fed to me. But I'll never forget, and this is the question that I have for y'all. Let's table the conversation on if you think it's right, wrong, religiously appropriate. Let's table that conversation for later. Here was the question I had to ask my mother, and this was shortly after I came out and she came to terms with it. I said, Ma, you don't know what it was like being me growing up from elementary school through college. The pain and the depression that I experienced. Let me ask you one question. Would you rather have a dead child or a gay child? And my mother looked at me and she said, I'd rather have a gay child. And I said, Ma, luckily for me, it didn't get that far. But do you know how many people commit suicide or jump off of a damn building simply because they're gay and they don't have accepting spaces for them to be in, or they don't have, reaffirming actions by the larger society that says they're even fucking human? So for those of y'all who have got so much to say about it, I pose a question. Would you rather have a gay child or a dead child? As it relates to Zion, would you rather have a well-adjusted gay young man floating through this world who is happy, positive, reassured, and confident? Or would you rather have a Zion floating around here like he need to be on Iyanla Banzan, Fix My Life, working next to you in a cubicle at your job? I was telling somebody the other day, when you see people at your job, that co-worker that you can't stand, the bitch of the office, that person in your church that everybody stay away from, fundamentally, these people are not bad people. Something either happened to them, something didn't happen to them, or something is going on. I'd rather people be reaffirmed, loved unconditionally, so they can be well-adjusted human beings out here in this earth, than to be closet case nutcases. And that's just true tea. And my closing point, and I saw Taraji P. Henson say this on The View, a clip that I saw. So many of y'all who have this religious basis for your disdain of homosexuality, and you base it on being Christian, you're missing one point, and the biggest point. You're supposed to love the way Jesus would love. And that's all-inclusive and unconditionally. That's it. One more point, too. What I don't understand about the greater society at times. Being gay affects the one aspect of my life that you're not even privy to. Even if I was straight, you're not privy to what goes on in my bedroom. So really, at the end of the day, what's it to you? And do you really have an issue with it on a personal level, or were you taught that? Wake up, people. Wake up. Think for yourselves. We no longer live in 1930s America. There's so much information out there. You know, hats off to Dwyane Wade and Gabrielle Union for what they're doing. And yeah, I just had to get that off my chest. Y'all be sure to like and subscribe, and I'm gonna see if I can get in here and finish watching this bullshit ass Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I'll call you back. Bye.